Welcome to I.E.L.T.S speaking task. So it is I.E.L.T.S training speaking training center over here. You have 15 minutes during this test. So the examiner will be asking questions and you have to answer. You have 3 sections. So section 1, mostly it's all about introduction, the general discussion between the examiner and the student who comes here. And part 2, section 2, a topic will be given and you have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. 1 minute is given time for you to prepare. Then in section 3, you'll be asked question based on the topic given in section 2. So different questions will be given. So try to speak elaborately, try to use good vocabulary, have good fluency, and don't have any nervousness. So speak as you are. Thank you very much.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Could you tell about your name? Could you tell about yourself, about your work and about your home and what you are interested? Yes?
My name is Anita. I come from Ongole. It is located in Prakasam district in Andhra Pradesh. My place is famous for agriculture fields. People cultivates different kinds of crops. And my place is near to seashore. We can call it as a seashore place. And
so something about your studies. What you have done? Your studies.
I did my all schooling at my native place. And coming to my secondary schooling, I did in. It is of 2 years course. 1 year I studied in Vijayawada, Geetanjali College.
Okay, how is India? Like, what is the entertainment for Indian people? What do they see? How do they spend the time?
Usually people from India, they want to spend their time by watching movies and playing cricket and going to beach, spend time with their friends.
Fine, Anita, it's a good introduction which you have given. I just want to know, in your place, in your country, in your home, especially, what do you speak? What's the language you speak at home?
Usually I speak in Telugu at my.
In your home, you speak in Telugu. Do you speak any other languages?
I do speak in English and Telugu.
You are doing your I.E.L.T.S. Okay. You meet a lot of foreigners. So I just want to ask a question. What's the best way to learn a foreign language?
By watching Hollywood movies, we can learn foreign language, and by reading the newspapers, which is in other language, we can learn. By reading novels.
So you have different foreign languages like French, German, or Japanese, Chinese. So I just want to ask you a question. What's the best way to learn a foreign language?
By communicating with the foreigners, by speaking with them, and by chatting.
Okay, by chatting, by reading.
By reading and by listening.
Okay, Ms. Zanita, I just want to give you a topic. The topic here for you is the celebration which you enjoyed the most, and the celebration which is popular and which you think is the good. And what do you think about the celebration? Why people like the celebration? And what do people do during the time of celebration? And why do you like or dislike according to your wish? What's your opinion? I just give you 1 minute to prepare. And you have to speak for 2 minutes. The celebration which has taken place. What do people do during the celebration? Why do you dislike or like the celebration?
If you are going to speak celebrations in India, we are living with a different in India, particularly in India, people are different religions, not only in only one religions. We are a combination of different religions. People their got their own celebrations. We got many celebrations between January to December. Coming to the January month, it is January 1st. Even though it is coming from the foreign countries, people were celebrating the January 1st by bursting some crackers and by dancing, by cutting the cakes, and by giving some gifts to friends and family members. And mostly like Andhra people, Telugu people celebrate 3 days function in January. So, it is around 13 to 15th month of January. The first day they'll burn some old materials. That means they are bursting all their problems. They're worshipping the god to bring wealthiness into their house, into their families. And second day they worship their goddess, their own goddess. They'll prepare some sweets and they'll wear new dresses. And final day they call Kanuma. That day they'll prepare all non-vegetarian foods. And people will call their relatives into their home. They will have that food and they'll spend some time with the relatives. And coming to the January 26th, the Republic people all over the India people celebrate the Republic as a Republic Day. And coming to the month February month, in February 14th, we can say it is a Lovers Day. It is even though it is came from the it is a remembrance of Romeo and Juliet. People means they are great lovers. In
Miss Anita, what the question? I think you have deviated from the question. Of course, quite a lot of celebrations are there in your country, India, from January 1st to December 31st. But the question here is, a celebration, one celebration, you are told about celebration, one particular celebration, and that particular celebration, why do you like and what is speciality about a celebration? Maybe you are told about lovers and day and all those things, Republic Day. One celebration, that's what the question is anyway.
okay.
Now coming here, how important do you think customs and traditions for a country? Each country has its own tradition and custom. How important do you think a country should maintain the custom and tradition?
As it is very important to the every country, because they are the identities for that particular country. Everyone should follow their own cultures and traditions.
Okay, customs and traditions.
Yes, it is very important to follow the customs and traditions, because they are the identity for that country. If one should follow their own cultures and traditions, if one person living in the other countries, they can if they are following their own cultures and traditions, they can
see. Miss Anita, every country they follow the tradition and custom. It's all the older people who follow the traditions and customs. How important do you think the younger people? Do you think that the younger people also do the same thing like the elder people?
Yes, they younger people also treat the cultures and traditions same as the older people, because we are the follower. We have to bring that culture and tradition to our children. We have to show.
According to your opinion, do you find any tradition or culture which should be disappeared, which you are against and which you don't like to be followed? What is the tradition?
I can say,
what is any culture?
I can say dowry system. Like I can say only dowry system.
See, what is the tradition is something followed from your ancestors to you, and culture is something which can separate a group from some other group. And what you say is tradition and culture. This dowry, getting money during the time of marriage by a girl giving to a bridegroom, that you don't like, that you should be avoided. That's what you are saying. So could you tell me what influence, like different cultures, MNC cultures, or you can say you are living in India, and which particular culture is trying to influence your culture. Could you say some points about that? Any culture which try to dominate your country's culture.
Nowadays we can say the pub culture, discos. People are young peoples are youngsters are attracting more to going to pubs and discos, and
Okay, you mean to say
we can
pub and disco culture is dominating over here.
yeah.
Okay, now you're going to a different country. Do you think you have to maintain your country's culture?
I would say as I have to follow the.
You have to, in the sense. Okay. This Facebook, TV, and movies, multinational companies, they are trying to bring a same type of culture. Do you think it's good or bad?
I think it is a good.
Why?
Because it's it giving the more freedom to everyone to communicate with. Before we use in India, if you are working with one organization, employer should call their superior as a boss or sir. Now after adapting the foreign culture, people are calling people are started calling the even their even they even by
Okay, wonderful, Anita. Have a nice, you have
Thank you.
done a good performance. Yes, thank you very much.